Always one of my favorite parts of the week. Bobby, welcome, man.
All right.
Before we start our conversation here, huge programming note. High School Football Showcase this coming Saturday starts at 6. Not the usual 7, 6 o'clock. Still right here on KCWX. But Madison and Roosevelt going to get after it. 6 o'clock start. So it follows Sports2Nite, the early show. Perfect. Tune in to us at 5:30. Stay to the High School Football Showcase, 6 o'clock. And then a great night of sports programming from that point on. Let's talk about last week now, Bobby. The game that you guys had, your thoughts and kind of analysis from what went down.
Brandeis is looking really, really strong. I mean, they crushed Clark, and we'll see how good they are this week. I mean, I think Brandeis is a very good team. They've scored more than 50 points in all 3 of their district games, which is impressive. They got a great sophomore quarterback that in battles. It's a real talent. But this week, I think, is the real test for Brandeis. If they can score 50 against Brennan, you're going to start talking about them as a team that can make a big playoff run. I don't think they can score 50 against Brennan, but if they do, watch out.
A little more on that Brandeis-Brennan game in terms of bigger context. Because I know obviously that's 2 good teams going against each other. Is it a chance for the Northside ISD district, if you will? Is it a chance for them to kind of make a statement?
I think it's more of a chance for Brandeis. Yeah. I mean, Brennan has been in, they were in all 4 of the district championship games that district played when they were in zone play. And O'Connor is the current and 2-time defending district champs. Yeah. I think it's more of a statement game for Brandeis, if anything. But I do think that the overall level and the depth of good teams is better in Northside ISD 28-6A than it has been in recent years.
Any other games from last weekend?
Judson scoring 58 against Steele. Nobody does that. I haven't seen that happen ever in Steele's program history. It says that Judson's really good. If they can continue to stay focused, hungry, and get better every week, they are truly a state title contender.
We're almost halfway through. Is it fair to ask, speaking of Judson, if they might be better than last year's squad?
I think it's a fair question. I think last year, I mean, like I've told you this on this show, I thought they were the best team in the state last year. They They came up short against a good Lake Travis team in the second round, and that's probably something that's motivated them in the offseason. You know, they lost Jelon Williams, a quarterback, but they returned a lot of other players. And then, you know, all of a sudden you got Mike Chandler in there replacing Jelon, and it's an explosive and deadly offense. They have so many weapons, it's really hard to defend.
The team that Judson beat this past weekend, Steele, they're in one of the 2 games that I think a lot of folks around here would consider the bigger games. Yeah. Brandeis and Brennan. One of them. The other one, though, Steele and Clemens. Yeah. Your preview of that ball game.
That was a stroke of genius, wasn't it, last week with Jared Johnston moving Max DiDomenico from safety to quarterback. And what does he do in his first start at quarterback? He rushes for 243 yards and 2 touchdowns against Smithson Valley. Right. So it's almost like they did the okey doke on him a little bit. We're not going to show you anything in non-district play, 3 games, and all of a sudden we're going to spring this guy on you. He had a great game, but I think for Steele, it's a bounce-back game. They're probably, you know, there's a program with a lot of pride and a lot of talent. They're probably embarrassed by what happened last week a little bit. And then you bring their rival, the Clemens Buffaloes. You're going to have a sold-out Lindhoff Stadium. And Clemens is super hungry. I mean, they're going to want to win that game. They haven't beat Steele. The first time they played, Clemens won. Yeah. Steele's won 11 straight since then. So you know for Clemens, this means everything. And so Steele has got to get it going again if they're going to expect to beat the Buffaloes.
As always, looking forward to a fantastic weekend of high school football. Bobby Statzenburger, the High School Football Showcase. We appreciate it. Again, this weekend's game, 6 o'clock start between Madison and Roosevelt, not 7 o'clock. Thanks for the time, Bobby. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're watching Sports2Nite, San Antonio's only nightly 30-minute sportscast with exclusive sports coverage you won't find anywhere else.